Hi, Mill Valley Tennis Club family. It's me, Jenny. Hard to believe that with this beautiful weather, we can't be outside playing tennis. But in the spirit of shelter in place, we're going to go over a couple of running drills, agility drills that I think will help your games. Those of you who have taken lessons from me or clinics from me, or who have watched the pros or heard coaches talk about tennis, you hear constantly the need to move your feet, be explosive, and be able to be quick on the court. So that's what we're going to work on. All you need is some tape, your racket, and a big enough space. I would say backyard, front yard, something like that with some open space will be is all you need. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a start point. Because we happen to be on a tennis court, I'm going to use the hash mark as our start point. So I'm going to knock off one little piece of tape as my center point. From there, I'm going to walk forward 1, 2, 3 steps, and to the side 1, 2, 3. From there, I'm going to put a second piece of tape. And I'm going to do the same thing behind. So essentially what I'm trying to create is a box. That being the central point and a box around it. We have points 1, 2, 3, and finally 4. So, see right about there. So the way this works is we're going to start on our central point. The first piece of tape that we placed over here, we're going to consider that 1. The second tape back there is going to be considered 2. The third piece of tape back there is considered number 3. And 4 is this front left one. So what we're going to do is, we actually don't need our racket for this one. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to sprint to each of these points and come back to our center after each. So we're going to go 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back. Once we get to back after 4, we are sprinting to what would be the net. So it would look like this. And when you're done, you jog back. The idea of this is when you're sprinting, when you're making your movements to 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're always facing forward. So when I'm starting at the baseline and a ball is hit to me short, I don't go over here and then up. I go at a diagonal. So that's why I'm sprinting forward here. When it's a deep ball that pushes me back, I run back like this. So what we're doing is trying to replicate the movement of a live point. So I'm going to do it one more time. And then you jog back. Whew, I'm out of shape. So that's the first one. Stay tuned for the second. Okay, so for our second drill, this one is borrowed from a video I watched of Roger Federer. Again, we're working on using our body into our shots, not just using arm, but instead getting our legs, getting our torso, our hip, our shoulder, everything involved into that stroke so that we can make our balls more powerful, to make them heavier, and to be more effective. So we're going to again start with the central tape. I'm placing this one right at the hash mark. From here, we're going to take 1, 2 steps out and 1 giant step forward. We're placing a second piece of tape right there. And again, on the backhand side, we're going to go 1, 2, and a giant step forward, and that's where we're placing our second tape. So ideally what we want to do with this drill is we want to do 2 to 3 sets of 20 each. 2 to 3 sets of 20 each. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop only with my right leg over to this this tape over here, hit a shadow stroke forehand, hop back to the hash mark, and do the same thing over to the backhand side, hop back. But again, I'm only using my right leg. Okay, so for the first set of 20, we're only doing our right leg. It's gonna look like this. When we're hitting our stroke, we want to make sure we're bending our knee, using our body, and leaping into that stroke. I'll do 2 more. You will definitely feel the burn in this drill. Once you're done with that 20 to 20, we're doing the same thing with our left leg. Make sure you take time to load and hit. Come back, load and hit. 2 more, load and hit. And last one, load and hit. What we're doing, again, is using our body, using our hips, using our legs to facilitate the stroke, because that ultimately is where you get the most power. Please post your videos online. We would love to see you guys out here. Do it with your kids, do it with your spouse, and show us. We would love to see. We'll see you guys soon. We miss you, and stay safe.